What fans don't realize, or what they fail to realize, is that the bloodline is carrying WWE right now. I see a lot of the discourse on social media. Oh, we hate the bloodline. We're tired of the bloodline. When is this going to end? It just keeps going. Like they're complaining about, oh, they're going to have Jacob Solo and Zilla Fatu now. Yes, the answer is yes. And that's because WWE is heavily, heavily reliant on the bloodline. Let me ask you this right now. If the bloodline just disappeared, went away for good, right now, what left in WWE is interesting. Tell me, because right now you got Roman, Jay, Jacob, you got all these guys connected throughout different threads, and Solo connected throughout different threads of the WWE's programming all across the board. The bloodline is a driving force, and the reason why they keep it around is because it's generating money. I've been to the shows. I've been to the shows. A lot of these people complaining have not been to the shows. And let me tell you, I live in Vegas. When I went to WrestleMania here, both years, last year specifically, people were still in there, one's up to the sky, one's up to the sky, because the bloodline is still a thing. Because it's still a thing. And these fans that are complaining are the same fans that complain about every damn thing. That's just the reality of it, bro. That's just the reality of it. Because there's no way that any company will look at something that's as successful as the bloodline has been over the past years and just be like, okay, well, we're going to end it. This is not the same WWE that you remember. This is not Vince McMahon's WWE where you break up a stable and you end things based on it just reaching its point of longevity. This version of WWE ran by TKO, they're going to go strictly off of this. They're going to go strictly off of this. They're not going to think about what the fans think. They're going to go by what the money dictates they need to go by. And right now, it's the bloodline, it's Danhausen, it's Oba Femi. That's where the money is going right now. And then when you take that aspect out of it, this storyline, if you just give it a chance, give it another chance, 1,000th chance, it has so many layers you could add to it, so many layers, so many wrinkles. You could throw in, what if Jey Uso wins the King of the Ring, which there's a very good chance is going to happen as much as you people hate him, wins the King of the Ring, and instead of him challenging Cody, he challenges Roman. Now you're going to have it to where it's the bloodline civil war all over again. And I'm telling you right now, Jacob is going to side with Roman. That's in his nature. That's in his DNA. He's going to side the tribal chief. But now you're going to have a bloodline with who? Jimmy, Jay, Solo. Like, there's so many different layers you can do with the story because the family is so big. There's so many things you could do. The bloodline, honestly, I'll be honest, the bloodline can run for another 10 years. It'll still generate money. We're not talking about WCW's NWO, where they're added every Tom, Dick, and Jane and Larry to the whole NWO, and it just got completely stale and guys were infighting and all that. This is a completely different situation. So fans need to just stop bitching about the bloodline. The bloodline is here to stay. The bloodline is carrying WWE. And I'm telling you right now, if the bloodline just up and disappeared, fans will be sick to their stomach because we will be dealing with 2010's WWE where there's nothing interesting going on and we're just fucking miserable. I think it's clear that barring some type of outside interference, that Oba Femi is going to win the King of the Ring. I think there's no other way around it. There's no other way around it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oba Femi has dominated since he's come up to the main roster. He should win the King of the Ring. But let me tell you, I think we all know where I'm going here. He challenged Brock Lesnar. King of the Ring finals are coming up. Jey Uso, Oba Femi. Now, just what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? Oba Femi is going to lose that match because Brock Lesnar is going to interfere in it and is going to set up a Oba Femi Brock Lesnar match at SummerSlam in Minnesota, where I guess you could say where Brock Lesnar is from. So that's pretty much how that's going to go. I know fans hate Jey Uso, they hate his guts, but the thing is, man, it just is what it is. Jey Uso is going to win the King of the Ring, and then there's going to be an interesting dilemma. Are we going to get a heel Jey Uso turning on Roman, challenging him for the World Heavyweight title, or is he going to challenge Cody to establish a SmackDown Raw-dominated bloodline? I mean, it could go either way. I could definitely see fans complaining their ass off if Jey Uso challenges Cody, beats Cody, takes the title, and now you have Jey as the champion on SmackDown and Roman is the champion on Raw. I can just hear the fans complaining about it now. But once again, it's going to generate money, and that's just what they're going to do. But this is about Oba Femi. Oba Femi is going to lose that match because Brock Lesnar is going to interfere. I don't think Oba Femi bit off more than he could chew because Oba is a dog. And if I was a betting man today, I would bet that Oba is more than likely than not going to beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I'm pretty damn sure that's what's going to take place. But yeah, man, if you are expecting Oba Femi to win the King of the Ring, it's not happening. He sealed his fate the moment that he spoke Brock Lesnar's name, challenged him, called him a coward, whatever. That sealed Oba Femi's fate. And it really isn't a big deal to me because personally, I don't even think Oba Femi needs to win the King of the Ring. He's already reached the level that someone who won the King of the Ring should reach. And that's another thing, too. And I'll talk about this in a separate video later. Like, stop putting these people who've already made it to the main event in the King of the Ring. That's not what the King of the Ring is for. The King of the Ring should be used as a stepping stone to elevate someone to the mid-card, from the mid-card to the main event. And now they're just putting stars in it. Same thing with Money in the Bank. That's what shit like that should be used for. The only match where I feel like they should use, the only gimmick match should be the Royal Rumble, where you have main eventers fighting to like get a title shot. The other two should be used to elevate people permanently. But that's all I'm going to touch on in this. Oba Femi is not winning the King of the Ring. You can let that go. You can cancel Christmas on that one. Brock is going to ensure that that doesn't happen. And it's too soon anyway for Oba to be challenging for titles. This is not the time for that. Too much too soon is not a good recipe. So, yeah, that's where I'm at on that. Jey Uso will be the King of the Ring. Oba Femi will be fighting Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Sami Zayn, the man who just doesn't know how to mind his fucking business, he found a way to get what he wanted, didn't he? He found a way to fulfill his wish. He's going to get a title shot, even though he just lost a feud to Trick Williams. But I digress, man. Sami Zayn, he found a way to weasel himself into, and against all odds, he found himself to weasel his way into a title match. Against the odds of everybody saying he sucks, against the odds of him losing the title match to Trick Williams, against the odds of feeling like Cody's disrespecting him. We knew going into that match with Gunther, between Cody and Gunther, where Sami's the ref, that Sami was going to bullshit. And true to form, that's what Sami did. He was fucking up, sticking his nose in everybody's business as usual. So now he's going to basically get to be the guy who eats the pin at Night of Champions. That's what he's there for. That's what he's there for. He's there to just eat the pin. And if I had to guess today, he'll be eating a pin from Cody Rhodes, which will further inspire him into this last real good guy thing alive. And eventually, resurrect Johnny Gargano, because between him slapping around a water bottle every week and him talking to Johnny Gargano, it will blow my fucking mind. It will blow my mind if Johnny Gargano got his ass up and helped Sami Zayn win that match at Night of Champions. I would be fucking shocked. I would be floored if that's what happened. I would be floored. Sami Zayn, whether you like it or not, he is a guy that's necessary for the roster. But damn, man, if he's not a Timu version of Mick Foley. Mick Foley had some redeeming qualities. Sami Zayn used to, but like Sami Zayn really does whether he's a face or a heel, Sami Zayn really does just annoy the living shit out of me. I cannot. Great wrestler, just fucking annoying. Just his character itself is fucking annoying. Like, I mean, that's all I can really say about Sami Zayn. But in terms of this storyline, I would be super surprised if Sami Zayn actually won. He's definitely not going to win clean. That has a 0% chance of happening. He's definitely going to need Johnny Gargano to get his ass up. Gunther, I just don't see it. Not this time. Gunther, he's been dominant for years, but I don't see him winning the title this time around. It's either going to be Cody or in a long shot Sami with interference. Either way, getting a Jey Uso versus Sami, Jey Uso versus Cody, both of those are going to make sense in the storyline aspect. But if I had to put my money on it today, it's Cody, Sami Zayn. You're fucking annoying. You're fucking annoying.